Welcome back to Unfiltered Guidance. Today we're diving into the abyss of our psyche to unearth the treasure trove known as shadow work. Brace yourselves, folks, because we're about to peel back those layers. Now imagine your subconscious is a dark alley. Picture it littered with unprocessed emotions, past traumas, fears, and insecurities. These are the elements that make up your shadow self. They are the aspects of your personality that you've rejected or ignored, but they're still there, lurking in the background, ready to spring up when you least expect it. Think of it this way, your subconscious is like a storage unit where you've dumped all the things you don't want to deal with. You've locked the door and thrown away the key, hoping to never deal with them again. But here's the thing, just because you've stashed them away doesn't mean they're gone. They are just out of sight, but not out of mind. These rejected parts of ourselves, these shadows, they influence our actions, our decisions, and our interactions with others in ways we might not even realize. They can disrupt our lives, create chaos, and keep us stuck in patterns that no longer serve us. And the worst part, we might not even know it's happening. Ignoring these aspects of ourselves is a recipe for disaster. It's like sweeping dust under the rug. The floor might look clean, but the dust is still there, hidden, waiting to be stirred up. And trust me, when it does get stirred up, it's not pretty. It's like trying to fix a broken leg with a band-aid. It's not going to work. So, what's the solution? It's time to roll up our sleeves and do the work. It's time to face our shadows, to bring them into the light and to integrate them back into our whole selves. It's not an easy task, but it's a necessary one if we want to live a life of authenticity and freedom. Oh, and don't worry, ignoring your issues will work as well as a band-aid on a broken leg. Listen up, champions of self-evolution. Embracing your shadows isn't about becoming a drama queen or dwelling in despair. No, it's about empowerment. It's about taking the reins of your life firmly in your hands and steering your destiny towards self-actualization. Imagine you're an archaeologist, not of ancient civilizations, but of your own mind. Each unturned stone, each brushed-off artifact is a part of you waiting to be discovered, acknowledged, and integrated. By diving into your shadows, you're not wallowing in self-pity, rather, you're embarking on a journey of self-discovery. And why, you might ask, should you care about this at all? Well, here's the kicker. Our unattended shadows don't just sit idle, they seep into our lives, influencing our behaviors, reactions, and relationships. Ever wondered why certain patterns keep repeating in your life? Or why specific situations trigger an unexplained emotional response? That's your shadow self, knocking on the door of your consciousness, asking to be acknowledged. Now let's add a dash of humor here. Picture this. You're on a date, trying to impress the person across the table. You're all smiles, charm oozing from every pore. Suddenly, out of nowhere, your insecurities pop up like uninvited guests at a party, turning your smooth conversations into a clumsy mess. That's your shadow self, folks, crashing your date. But what if you've already met these uninvited guests, chatted with them, understood where they're coming from? You'd be less likely to be caught off guard. Instead, you could say, "Hey, I know you, you're not ruining my party." That's the power of shadow work. It helps you prepare for those surprise visits from your insecurities, fears, or trauma. So engaging in shadow work isn't just about deep introspection or spiritual growth. It's also about practical, everyday benefits. It's about being better equipped to handle life's curveballs, about improving your relationships by understanding yourself better. Heck, you might even stop scaring away potential friends with your baggage on full display sign. Alright, warriors of introspection, we've got the arsenal to kick those shadows to the curb. Journaling, therapy, meditation, dream analysis, pick your poison. It's time to show those lurking shadows who's boss. Now let's talk about these tools in detail. Journaling, for instance, is like having a heart-to-heart with your inner self. It's about putting thoughts to paper, making the intangible tangible. You'd be surprised at what comes out when you're honest with yourself. You might uncover hidden fears, unhealed wounds, or even long-forgotten dreams. Remember, this isn't a diary, it's a battlefield. You're facing your shadows, not your daily chores. Next up, therapy. Now I know what you're thinking. I don't need a shrink. But hear me out. A therapist is like a guide, helping you navigate your inner world. They can provide insights that you might miss, and offer strategies to deal with those pesky shadows. So don't shy away from seeking professional help. It could be the game changer you need. Meditation, the age-old practice of stillness. It's not about emptying your mind, no, it's about observing it. It's about making friends with your thoughts, even the dark ones. Through meditation, you can learn to sit with your shadows, understand them, and eventually let them go. So sit back, close your eyes, and dive deep within. Lastly, dream analysis. Yes, your dreams are more than just random scenarios. They're your subconscious mind's way of communicating with you. They can reveal aspects of your shadow self that you were unaware of. So keep a dream journal, decode the symbols, and unravel the mysteries of your mind. And hey, if you're expecting a magic fix, sorry to burst that bubble. This is a journey, not a quick fix. So roll up your sleeves and dive in. Shadow work is not about instant gratification. It's about persistence, patience, and courage. It's about facing the darkest corners of your psyche and emerging stronger, wiser, and more authentic. So gear up, brave hearts, it's time to face the shadows. In wrapping up, folks, shadow work isn't for the faint-hearted. It's a bold step towards self-mastery, a fierce battle against the shadows lurking within. But let's not forget, every battle has its rewards, and this one is no different. By confronting the monsters in our mind, we invite growth, resilience, and an unshakable sense of authenticity into our lives. Sure, the journey isn't smooth. It's like trudging through a dense forest at the dead of night, with only a flickering torchlight as your guide. But remember, the darkness makes the light even brighter. So embrace the discomfort, for it's in these shadowy corners of our psyche that real transformation occurs. So take the plunge, brave the storm, and reclaim your light by dancing fearlessly in the shadows. This is Unfiltered Guidance, signing off. Stay bold, stay real, and keep shining.